Christian, tell us a little bit about your role in the academy.
Yeah, so I'm the head of academy analysis, and I basically oversee all academy analysis from 9s all the way up to 18s, 23s.
So what does that involve on a day-to-day? How often do you have contact with the boys? How often do you talk them through stuff?
So obviously in the full-time program with the 18s, we have analysis sessions every day, from team analysis, individual analysis, unit analysis, obviously pre-post match, and then with the younger age groups, we see them every 2 weeks on a Wednesday.
How important is that for them to have not just that one-to-one with you, but also to see the pathway through the club into the first team?
Yeah, so like you said, the pathway we try to implement is quite clear in terms of the philosophy that's set in the first team. So obviously a lot of our work is tactical, so we try to implement that and make it flow all the way from the first team down to the young ones, obviously watered down at the younger levels and implementing more detail into it the older they get, and obviously with the 18s it starts with the individual bits and the detail coming into and the team as well.
Kira, what's your role in the academy?
I'm the PDP physiotherapist, so I look after the boys for all their training sessions, all their matches, and if any of them get injured, I oversee and implement their rehab.
What's your favourite part of the job, would you say?
I feel like it's cliche to say like the big moments for physio, you know, after someone's rehabs for ages and comes back and scores their first goal or makes a big save, but I think probably more than that, because those only happen once in a while. The kind of smaller wins that like get them to that place. So seeing a player walk after his operation on his knee, or hitting a new PB in the gym, first day back on the grass running, those sorts of things. We spend kind of every day with them, day in and day out for 2 years, and we get to know them really well. So it's nice for them to be able to have kind of outlets socially, and us to have us as people that they can lean on in the tougher times, really.
You work really closely with the first team medical as well, don't you?
Yeah. So we kind of operate alongside the first team in terms of scheduling, and obviously we have some of the boys kind of dropping into training sessions, and a few have made their debuts this season. So we all are kind of one team in that sense, for sure. How
did you get into analysis, like your route through your career?
Well, I came to university in Southampton to study, and then I managed to get an internship here at Oxford as an analyst. So that basically made that pathway for me as an analyst.
That's one of the major things, isn't it? It's not just player development, but you have interns all the time with you at work, and you're teaching your craft to other people, so that the academy is in a really good place.
Yeah, the placements and the internships here have worked really well. We have myself, who did the internship, ended up with a full-time job. Alexandros, who was here, did the same internship placement, now is in Southampton. Ben, Andreas, a lot of people that have come here, done the placement, and then ended up into full-time, part-time jobs, and people have gone to other places as well.
As a staff, as a whole, we really all play our part in that. So obviously the tactical and technical bits, coaching and analysis, take care of that. They do a really great job. Physiological bits with sports science, making sure that they're prepared for kind of match day demands and all of that week in and week out. And then my role is more from an injury prevention side, first and foremost. So doing what we can to make sure that the boys spend as much time as possible on the grass and available for training and playing. And then obviously, if they do get injured, trying to get them back in as safe a way as possible, but also as quickly as possible.
How important is it for the boys to see Tyler Goodrum, who you would have worked with when he was in the academy, make such a massive step and such an impact in the first team?
Yeah, again, like I said, when we go into the individual detail, we get these boys to watch Tyler back, we get these boys to watch first team games, clip players in their position, and analyse them with the coaches. What are these players doing? Because that's what ultimately they're going to have to be doing when they make that step into the first team.
How important is it for the boys to see someone like Tyler Goodrum step up into the first team? You would have worked with him when he was in the Scholars. For everyone to see that pathway is there and really achievable.
I think it's huge for the boys. Having him as kind of like a role model who's around them on a daily basis, you know, they get to interact with him all the time. I think he's a great example of what's achievable for academy players coming through in this club. And I don't think you'll mind me saying, like, he's had his ups and downs throughout his journey. It's not been the easiest for him. He's had to put loads of hard work in. And I mean, the talent speaks for itself, but there's been loads of obstacles for him as well. So for the boys to see someone like that coming through with the right mentality and the right work ethic, I think it's a testament to what they can achieve, for sure.